Hey there, welcome back. In this particular session, we are going to look at how we can continue building our first Selenium script, but with the help of a design pattern. Now, in the previous session, we had created a page object class, and then we had added some elements into the page object class. And we have used the page factory method in this particular case. Now, we are going to write or convert our first script, which we had written earlier using the page factory elements which we have already created. So instead of just writing it as a single test script, we are going to put the script into a framework which is more reusable and which is more modular. So let's get started. Here, first step is to create a new class now. And let's call this validate and login. Okay. Now here, the first step in this class is to initiate or create an instance of the WebDriver. So we are going to call this private, and then we are going to call the WebDriver here and create an instance, which is the driver. Next, we are going to create an instance for the login page, okay, because we are going to use it later on. So these are the two instances which we have to create. Now, the next thing which we are going to do is we are going to use some of the annotations which are present in the TestNG framework. And one of these annotation is before test. Now, what does it do? It is basically a method which runs before every test is run. So no matter how many tests you have written in your class, it will run this method first before it runs or before it tries to run the actual test method. Okay. So we are going to initiate the driver here. So we are going to call the Chrome driver, and then we are going to maximize the browser once it is open. And then we are going to call the get method so that we can go to a particular URL, right? So we already have the URL here. This is the URL which I'm going to put in right here. Okay. So that is going to give me the URL, and then I am also going to use the implicit wait so that it is completely loaded, right? So here we are going to call the duration of seconds, and then we are just going to give it 10 seconds maybe. So it will give some time to load that particular page, okay? So this is our before test method, and finally, we need to initialize the login page class, right? Because we'll be using the elements which are written on that particular class. So here we will initialize the login page, and we'll also pass the driver instance here, right? So that is all we have to do in the before test method. And then we will use another annotation, which is after test. So as the name suggests, this will be run after your test has been run, right? So here we are going to basically write a line to quit the driver once the test is completed, right? And you can see in all of this, you can easily use the code complete feature, which is basically suggesting what you are going to write. Okay, so you don't need to type any code as well. In some cases, you can just use the pre-populated code suggestions, which are provided by the Aqua IDE. So here I just need to press on tab, and then we will write our actual test method. So here we will write all the steps which we want to perform on our web application, right? So here we are going to use the page factory elements which we had created earlier to basically navigate the application. So we'll use login page, and you can see these are all the different web elements, right? So we have got input username, password, and login button. These are the three page factory elements which we have created earlier. So first we are going to use the input username, and then here we are going to send keys, and here we'll be sending the username, right? For now, I will just copy whatever is my username here, we can also put it in an environment variable. We'll do that later. And then you can see it is pre-populating what we want to enter in the password. So let's check the password, it's correct. And then we are basically going to click on the login button. And then let's give it some time to load the next page. Okay, so these are the steps which we have to perform in order to log in into the application, right? So we have got here a before test, after test, and then the test method. Similarly, we can have number of different test methods. So let's try to run this simple script and see if it is passing or it is failing at some point. So let's run it from here. We can directly run the test method as well. So you can see it launches the browser and it performs the steps which are mentioned in the script, right? So this is our first script. It is very similar to what we had written in our previous script, but the difference here is now it is a lot more manageable, right? I am initializing the driver in a particular method which runs before every test. And then I'm also closing the driver using the after test so that after my test is run, it will perform a cleanup and it will close all the browser sessions. And then I will write all my tests here, right? Using the page factory elements which we have already created. Now this makes it very easy to maintain our script because if there is any changes in these particular elements in username, password, or login button, I don't need to change anything in my actual script. So I just need to change my factory elements, right? So whatever changes I have to do it here. And then all my test scripts do not need to change. So this makes it more reusable. It makes it less maintainable, which means we spend less time and effort in maintenance. And it is more modular because we are using lots of methods, and then we can reuse them at any point in different scripts. So there are lots of benefits of writing your script based on some framework rather than writing it just like a simple script. So now I can go ahead and delete this first script, okay, because we don't need it anymore. Now we are going to use the page factory elements, and then we are going to use our test script where we can reuse those page elements and then write our own script.